from the West African Senior School Certificate Examination 2024. We are drawing the building plan, the floor plan, and we are asked to show a sketch plan of a bungalow. Study the sketch plan with the given specifications and answer the questions that follow. So we have to produce the floor plan. So we are asked to draw to a scale of 1:100 the floor plan, the front elevation. So this is the beginner's guide. I'm using this 2024 WAEC question to teach us the tutorial, step-by-step tutorial. So I'm using this as the beginner guide. So I'll be explaining in detail everything you need to know. So take notes. So this is the specification given, and all dimensions are given in millimeters. So this is 3500 and given in millimeters. So if you have to convert to centimeter, we have to use the scale, which is a scale of 1:100. That's for the floor plan. So scale of 1:100, what we'll do is we'll divide by 100. So for the floor plan, we're having 3500. So 35 divided by 100 is giving us 35. 0 cancel zeros. It's giving us a 35 millimeter. So in 35 millimeter, we'll have to convert to centimeter. So we'll divide by 10, which is giving us 3.5 cm. So that's how we convert. So we'll divide by 100, then divide by 10, convert to centimeter. So after our floor plan, we also have front elevation. So front elevation will be the next video. So now in this section, to section the building, we have to draw to a scale of 1:50, which is we divide by 50. So take note. So if you are converting to from 1:1 is to whatever you are given, you divide by the value you are given. We are having is a 3-bedroom bungalow, 3-bedroom apartment. So we're having the bedrooms here. Then this is the WC, the toilets for this bedroom. This is the toilet for this study room. This is study room. This is the bedroom. This is the toilets for this bedroom. This is the store, the kitchen, the living room. This is the passage. This is the dining room. So with what we are given here, we reproduce it. Specifications. Let us start. What we'll be making use of in drawing our floor plan, the only thing we'll be making use of in this specification is our wall, make use of doors and window. These are the only three things we'll make use of in our specification: walls, doors and windows. The rest here are for the front elevation and section, mostly section. So it's only the wall, door and window we are making use of in our specification. So take note of that. So we'll start with our drawing. We'll start the drawing properly. For the walls, all walls are 225, floor to ceiling height 3150. So we're not making use of this, so make use of the wall and 12 rendering, internal and external. What they mean by internal and external is the plastering is on both sides, both inside the house, inside the wall. Let me say if the plastering is in the bedroom now, so to be both inside the bedroom, internal and external outside. Using this living room to be inside here and outside. So 6 is giving us 12 rendering on both sides. What we'll do is we'll add the 12, that is 12 plus 12 for internal and external, which is giving us 24. We'll now add it with 225. 225 plus 24 is giving us 249. 49 divided by 100 is giving us 2.49, approximately 2.5 millimeter. So convert it to centimeter, we are having 0.25 centimeter. So now have to approximate it to 0.3 centimeter. So that will be the thickness of our walls all around. 0.3 cm is the thickness of our wall. So this is the little we'll take for now. Then when we progress, after we've drawn the floor plan, the walls for all sides, then we'll make use of our doors and our windows. So for the door, we'll make use of the width only, and for the window, we'll make use of the width. It's only when I join the floor to the front elevation that we'll make use of the height. Alright, on the section, we'll make use of the height. So take note of that. Let us start. The height, let's start with here. We'll add up all of here, which will give us a total of 12.6 cm. That's the width from here to here. So we'll first draw that 12.6 centimeter. So come up here, you can draw 12.6. So we'll start from, so let's start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12.6 is giving us here. So we make use of our ruler. So this is our 12.6. So after that, we project the lines downward. So let's project the lines downward first of all. So here's giving us 12.6, correct. So for this part here, we're having in total 8.2 cm. 8.2 cm. So just mark out 8.2 cm. So this is 8.2 here. We draw upwards. So this is our 8.2 cm. Then for this other side, we're having total of 10.4. For this side, we're having 10.4. So here is not, it stops at here for this side, then it's cut inwards, then entered inside here, then it continued here. So what we'll do is we'll just draw for this line, then we'll just mark out here first. Mark out our 10.4, then draw 3.5 here. So here is the 10.4, then we'll mark out 3.5 here. 3.5. So this part here is giving us total of 0.6. So here is giving us 12.6. Then here is giving us 12 point. Here is giving us 12.6 as the total width, and here is giving us 12.2. So what we'll do is, since here cut inside, we'll just measure 12.6 minus 12.2, which is giving us 0.4. So here is 0.4 inward. Then we'll draw these other vertical lines. Let's do that. Then we'll mark 0.4 here, upwards here. We'll mark 0.4, which is this. Then we'll have to draw this other part down. So here's giving us 1.2 down, then 2.1 distance. So let's do that. This is 1.2, so draw it up. Then 2.1, just keep out 2.1. 2.1 here. So this is the 2.1. After that, they will draw 3.6 down. So let's draw 3.6. 1, 2, 3.6, which is this. So here's 3.6 as the width. So after 3.6, then to draw 3.5 here, giving us 10.4. Here's giving us 8.2. That is still here. And for us to get other parts, what we'll just use 10.4 minus 8.2 is giving us 2.2. So at 2.2, just draw here, make here to be 1.1, make here to be 1.1, so to be equal. So let's do that. We'll draw here 3.5, then 1.1 down, then we'll draw this part 5 cm, which is this. We draw 5, then draw 1.1, then we join it. So let's do that to save time. So here is 8.2. We'll just mark off 8.2, which is this. Then we'll draw 3.5, which is here. 3.5. Then we'll just mark off 3.5 here. So at this point, we'll draw 1.1. Then 1.1 plus 8.2, which will be giving us a total of 8.9.3. So here is 9.3. We'll mark 9.3 here. So we draw 5 cm downwards, project it down, which is this 5 cm. Then 5 cm plus 3.5 is giving us 8.5. So we'll mark 8.5 in here. That is to make our, what we are doing is to make all our vertical lines accurate. We don't want to make mistake. So here is 8.5. So we have to mark off the 1.1 downwards. So this is 1.2 here. Then we join it together. That's giving us 1 to 3.567. These are 3.7. So we'll draw that. And in here we're having 3.7. So here's 3.7. So we have to extend this line in by 0. Okay, we already extended it. And what we'll do next is this other part is giving us total of 3.2. So 3.2 minus 0.4 is giving us 2.8. So we'll draw 2.8 in, which is for this. Then bring it down and join it together with this. So 2.8, 2.8. Let's do that. So here's giving us 4.7. So I'm having 4.7 here, so I'll mark 4.7 to have our 2.8, which is this. So I'll just draw and mark 2.8 here. So after marking here 2.8, then this other part is giving us 6.8. So I'll mark 6.8 here, which is here. So I'll draw 2.8 inside. Then I'll join here. So we've drawn the outer part of what we are giving. So we've drawn the outside. This is exactly how the outside line is. Look at it. So this is what we are having. So what's next is we have to put our demarcations, draw these inside lines. So let's do that. So we have to draw this line down by 3.5. So just giving us 3.5, then 0.4 here, which is here. So mark 3.5 again for this part, which is here. So at this part of 2.4, we'll draw a line down of 3.5. Let's do that. So here is 3.5 plus 2.4, which is giving us 5.9. So at our 5.9, we'll just come here and mark 5.9. So we'll draw this straight line, 2.5. So after this line, the next thing we'll do is we have to draw this one too of 3.5, draw it down. Three point five. So after that we have to join this line. So we'll join this line together, stop here, then we'll join this one here. So we've done this part, which is this. So after that, then I'll just come here and mark 0.4 first and join the line. Since it was not given, that is the width, the height for here, the length of here is not given. So I'll just mark 0.4. That's what I'll use for here. Then I'll join this one. So this part here will have to go off. So this is what we're having for this part here. Mark our 1.2, which is here. Then 3.5 in here, which is this already. So we'll just draw the line downwards. Then join this part. Good. So this part now will go off. Then we'll mark 0.4 inward. So I'm using 0.4 for this part that we're not given. I'll use 0.4 inwards. Okay, here was given as 2.8. So since here was not given, what I did was I divided this into 2, which gave me 1.75, approximately 1.8 cm. So I use 1.8 cm for this part here. So which is this. Here, then we draw the line downwards and join it with this. So let's draw 1.8 here too. Then after doing that, we have to join this part. So let's join here. Good. So we have this part here. So what's next? And what's next is this other part here. Now take note, in this dining, or before then, let's draw this toilet. Join this toilet. So what I just did for this toilet is, since there is a door here, so there have to be a door here, and since there is a door, I have to keep space for this door, and 0.4 cannot fit in for the door. So I just had to use the 1.82 for this part, then join it in so that we can be able to create our door. So I'm using 1.8 here, also 1.8 here, then join it in. Good. So after that, we have to divide our wall into 2 so that it can be 2 toilets. So 2.4, we're having 1.2. Each of them is 1.2. So we join this part. Good. So we have this part, and also here there's a door too, so I have to use 1.8 for here. So this is 1.8 and this is 1.8. So change it. Good. Because there's a door here and here, so that's why I use 1.8 for these parts here. Nobody will start checking your work. Nobody will start measuring the dimensions used. Nobody to see is what you were given. Were you able to reproduce the floor plan? That's just what they want, and that is what we are giving them. So take note of this. So after the, here we're having at this part, we're having a lintel here, a beam, having a beam here, the lintel. So it stops at this point here. It stops here. So what we do is we use a cutting line for the lintel. So just draw a cutting line for the lintel downwards. So here is 1.1. So use 1.1 for the cutting line, which is here. Good. And the lintel cannot just stay on its own. You have to join it here. So here can be the veranda. So after here, we're also having a beam here, lintel beam here. So we have to join it with this. Good. So we have to join it with this. And after that, what's next? Oh, we've been able to create everything. Okay, we have a passage too. The passage. So at this part, we use our draw the cutting line for our lintel wall. Drawing the cutting line for the lintel wall, so we've been able to create what we're given. So we're having this part, which is for this. Then we're having this other part here, which is for this. So we're able to draw the outside walls. What about the internal wall? Remember in our specification, we converted everything to 0.3 centimeter as it was given. So now we have to measure 0.3 cm inwards. So use 0.3 cm as the width of the wall inwards. Now watch as I measure it. So I'm at 0.3 here. 0.1, 2, 3, which is this. I also come here and mark 0.3. Good. So at this 0.3, I also have to measure out 0.3 self here, which is for this. Then 0.3 here. Good. So now what will this for this wall here? I'll now mark out, since I've marked out my 0.3 here, then I'll mark out 0.3 inwards, which is 1, 2, 3 here. Then I'll line. Good. So for this one now, I've drawn out the line, the wall line. So this is the wall. The wall now cannot be outside, so you have to be inside the building. So the first 12 mortar is internal and external. So that's why we are drawing our wall inside this bedroom. That's why the wall is here. So it cannot be outside because the house is here. The house is not here, it's not outside. So that's why I have to mark it out inwards for the wall. So now I have to do same for here. So let's first complete this inside wall for the bedroom. So we'll come here and mark 0.32. Then we'll mark 0.3 here. Good. So we'll mark 0.3 here. Then we join the line. Sorry, just join the line. So after that, we'll come to this other wall. Zero point 0.3 here, which is this. Then we'll join this part. Then we'll come here, mark this, which is this. So now this is the wall for this inside bedroom. This is the wall here, and this is the inside space. So now this wall, you cannot live inside the wall. So when we enter, this is where the space is given. So now we have to do same for all other parts inside this bedroom. Let's start. So we already have 0.3 here. So we'll just draw. You can mark 0.3 for this one. Then this other one, we mark 0.3. here, join it with this. Good. Then, so now if you take note, I marked 0.3 cm only in this part, but I did not mark for this other part here. Why? Remember, you cannot have two walls. You cannot lay two walls here and here. What are you doing the two walls? What are you using two walls for? Double protection. For what? So we can have only one wall. We cannot have two walls. And this wall now will have the rendering on this inside and outside. So now this wall will demarcate these two bedrooms. It will have to divide these two bedrooms. So we cannot have double walls. That's why we're not marking 0.3 cm. So in this other parts here, where you also have all these demarcations, what you make use of is just a single wall. So either you mark the wall for this part now, either you mark the wall in here, or you mark the wall in here. Just a wall only. Take note of that. So let's continue. Good. So now for this part, I want you to take note of what we did or what we're about to do. Now we are having a wall here. This is a single wall now. It's only for this inside. Here, we did not put double wall. So just a single wall we are using for all. So now we're having this line here. Now, this line is not meant to be here. It cannot cut this wall. The wall will have to join together. So we have to remove this line. So this part where we are having all these lines, what we do is we have to remove it. Then just take note of what I will do. So we have to remove these two lines first. Then after removing it, we can join this one. So for this one here now, we just draw here and draw here. So we make there a vertex. Good. And here we draw here. Good. So that's what we are going to do. Draw here. And here we draw here. So this is what we do for this part. Then we can join this wall first. We are still coming to here. So we'll just join here. Good. Now after that, we have to do for this toilet. So for this toilet, we can choose the wall to be either on this side or on this side, anywhere. So let's just put the wall to be in here. Why will I do so? Because here we're having a door here for the toilet. We're having a door here outside, but here we're not having any door. So that's why I have to put the wall to be inside here. So that's why you have to study your work first before you start drawing. So we are also having these lines that are like that just these continuous lines. We are still having them. We're not meant to have them in the wall because the wall is joined together. It's not meant to cut. It's joined together. So we have to remove these lines like we did. Good. So that's what we are meant to do. We're not meant to have those lines to block them. Just keep our distance. Make our walls to join together. So let's taking note, having or making these little adjustments. Let's draw the rest. So just watch as I continue drawing. So at this point here, since there is a lintel, a beam, so we already have a hidden detail. So just continue with the hidden detail, the cutting line, just for here to here. So let's do that. Then here there will be a beam here, a pillar here. So we have to indicate that. So that's what we do for this part. Wherever we have a hidden detail, put our pillar, then the cutting line. So let's continue. So for this side here, we have a lintel, a beam. So I have to join it here. The way we join it here, we'll make here a pillar or beam, make here same thing. So and after that, we have this part. Then let's do this other part here. This point here, we draw here, join it. So we've done for this part. So now we join the wall for each and every side. What is next? We have to put our windows and our doors. So that's what we are doing next. So for our window, the specification, having the windows to be For W1 we're having 1200 times 1200. So this is for the height and this is for the width, and we are making use of only width, so we take use of the width. W1 is 1200, W2 is 600, all aluminium casement. Then for doors we are having the door D1 to be 18 times 21. So in our door, the highest value, the biggest one, is for the height. That's the largest number is for the height, the highest number. While the lower one is for the width. So our width is 18, which is 1.8 for W1. W2 is 0.9, W2 is 7, 0.8, accordingly 0.8. So take note of that. So we have to input them. Now watch as I do the first two ones, then you continue the rest. So for our window here, you can just mark anywhere. We are using for W1. So in this part here, we are having W1 for this one. We're having W1, so I'll mark it to be 1.2. So I can just use here in my window, mark off here. I can also come here, mark it. Then I'll join here. And also join here. So for the window, this is how we put the. We just put 3 stripes in between. Do I use 1, 2, then 3. This is what we use for the window. So I've done this first one. Then for the door, just to save time, I'll show you how we do the door. We're having W2 here, so we'll just clean this part out. Here is for W3, and W3 is 0.8, so we'll just mark 0.8, which is here. And we'll cut it here. Cut it here. Then the door, the width is 0.8, so the door will open outside. Then we'll mark 0.8 here. Then we'll join it here. So this is for the door. This is how we do the door. Let's do the rest. So what we'll do next is we'll just mark all these points. W1, 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 W1. Then also the doors, the windows and doors, I'll mark all of them here. And after marking them, then I'll create the room for the doors so that you know the one you make use of. So let's do that first. Our windows and the doors, we've created room for the doors, all of them, as you can see here. So what I'll do is for the window, we're having 1 2, so it's 1.2 cm. Take note of that. W2 we're having 600, so that is 0.6 cm converted to centimeter. You know how we did that. So that's for windows. Then for doors, we are making use of the other one, the smaller one for the width. So D1 we're having 1.8, mark them for you. Then D2 we're having 0.9, D3 we're having 0.8 cm. So that's for the doors. So take note and let's start drawing. Meaning is just the doors. So the doors we're having, I'll just put the doors at this part here, this part, this part. So in this part, these two parts are having D2 and you're having D3, and D2 is 0.9, D3 is 0.8, so no much difference. Then here we're having D3, here we're having D2, so you're having D2, you're having D3, you're having D2, you're having D3, and so many others, and those are just the ones we're having. So we'll put them now. So after drawing this, the next thing we'll do is to name or name each parts of the living room of the house. So we're having a bedroom here. So we've named each part of the house, the bungalow. So we are done with naming. So there's something you need to take note. Nobody will start checking your work. They'll start checking the dimensions, whether the wall is actually 0.3 used, whether the door is actually 0.8 used, or for the other D1 0.9, or to check the door windows, whether I use 0.6 for W2 or use 1.2 for W1. Nobody will start checking each of that. What they want is what you were given. Were you able to reproduce what you were given? Were you able to use the dimension for the bedroom? To check, they will check the dimension with their eyes. Oh, is it actually what we have here? Now look at this work. Take your time, look at it, and look at this. You can see it's the same thing. We actually produce what we're given. That is just what they want. And if you did so, kudos. So I'm sure you really enjoyed the video and you followed through. If you did so, please give a like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Please watch out for the next video, how to draw the front elevation and how to section the building. Thanks for watching.